Hi everybody and welcome back. My name's Alison, the online piano and the online violin tutor. Welcome to lesson 37 from Learn to Play the Piano Book 4. So Learn to Play the Piano Book 4 is a follow-on series from books 1, books 2 and book 3. Book 5 will be out later on in this year. And what's new for book 4 and book 3 is that they now are available with a songbook which is accompanied with them. So the songbook contains 10 pieces which are made up of well-known classical pieces and some original pieces by me. And these books, these are like extra kind of addendum books. They go hand in hand with the Learn to Play the Piano Book 4. This has been specifically tailor-made to go hand in hand with this book, just if you want some extra pieces to have a go at. Well, the link from where to buy them is directly above my head. I'll put a direct link in the description bar underneath this video as well. So let's get on with the lesson. So before I go into detail with lesson 37, you might notice that the music book is blurred on this video. It's just for the purpose of this video to protect the copyright of the book. When you buy and download your version of the book, you'll have a crystal clear edition. So lesson 37, enhancing the music even more. So we've just been going over dynamics and we've seen what the dynamics can do, but that's just really scratching the surface of interpretation, and really so is this. These are really the fundamentals and the basics of interpretation and what you need to know first in order to how you can manipulate and use all these things. So we're going to be talking about staccato, tenuto, slurs and accents. So most of the information is written on page 22 and page 23 with those. The next lesson will actually be incorporating those into the music, but basically staccato, on page 22 it shows you a little example of what staccato might look like, and the notes, staccato notes, will be indicated with a dot either above or below the note, as you will be able to see on your copy of the music here. And basically staccato is just playing short. So the way I describe that to my students is just imagine if the keys are burning hot like a radiator. All you'd be able to do is just to put your finger on the radiator. You wouldn't be able to hold it there without burning your fingers. So as it says in the description, there's a few types of staccato: wrist, finger, wrist or arm staccato. You'll probably be doing wrist, where you're just going to be lifting your wrist up and down. So can you see when I'm playing the note, I'm pushing down on the note, coming up, and my wrist comes up and it goes down again. So just play, don't worry about that too much, because you will get better at this as your technique gets more refined later down the line anyway. So there's a difference between playing the notes separated, which is, so you're pressing the key, letting it come up, pressing the key, letting it come up. What you're doing with staccato is you're pressing the key and then you're just letting it come up by itself by taking your hand away. When you play the notes separated, you're kind of escorting the key back up to the top again. So you're pushing it down and you're escorting it up to the top. When it gets to the top, you take your finger away. Press it, escort it to the top, take your finger away. What you're doing with staccato is that you're pressing it down to the bottom, and then that's it. You're letting it get up all by itself. So it's just like pulling a chair out for someone in a way. So it's that movement of letting the note come up by itself that gives it that staccato. So moving on to tenuto, this is an example of tenuto. The notes will be indicated with a line either above or below the note head, depending on whether the stems are up or down. The Italian term for tenuto means to hold for the full value. So you might sort of think to yourself that's a little bit odd in a way, because we're supposed to be holding for the full value anyway, but tenuto is usually used maybe after a staccato note or a slur to kind of emphasize that 1 minute you've just been playing short, and now in comparison you want to make sure that you are holding them for their full value and maybe just a twinge over that. So I'm really making sure that those notes are holding for their full value in terms after the staccato that I've done. Moving on to the next page, page 23, talking about slurs. Slurs are not to be confused with ties. Ties will have a curved line and it'll usually be the same note. So you'll have two Ds that will have a tie next to it, and that means that you're holding those two notes. A slur is usually, or more often than not, 9 times out of 10 will be a slur going between two different notes. Obviously you can't tie those, you're slurring those. Slur is just like almost playing those two in one kind of phrase or one sort of sentence. So I could slur these 5 notes. So you almost think of them as slur as like almost drunken playing, if you like. So you're almost blurring them together, but you're not. But you want to kind of, that's short and separated. That's slurred because it feels like there's no let up between the notes. You know when I'm coming to an end. You know, I've kind of made it obvious that those 5 are grouped together over there and all the rest of the notes are kind of different. But again, there's more explanation in here. And then moving on to accents, they are what they say on the tin, just accents. And they are little sideways arrows. What you want to be careful is not to smash the key. So you want to accent, you're just gently kind of so you're just giving it a little extra power, but do not smash the keys. You don't ever want to be smashing or hammering the keys down, because it's not very piano-like, it's not very graceful, and it will sound very, very out of place. People will kind of wonder what's going on. So it's just an accent. How you would accent your words, how I say the word accent is just exactly how that kind of wants to come through with the piano. So in lesson 38 we're going to go on to incorporating those staccato, tenuto, slurs and accents. So I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Don't forget the links to both Learn to Play the Piano Book 4 and the Songbook 4 will be linked directly underneath this video. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next lesson.